Good morning, children. In the previous class, we discussed about the government. How when we got independence, when the constitution is formed. So these and all we discussed, Nana. So when we framed the constitution, when the constitution came into existence, January 26, 1950. Then onwards, we started with the constitution. What is meant by constitution? Constitution is a set of rules and regulations. Rules and regulations. Here, our country is a democratic country, isn't it, children? So that we discussed. So democratic means what aspects should be considered mainly means here we should consider socialist, democratic, sovereign and republic country. So in the constitution, so regarding to our country, India, they clearly specified that India is a socialist, democratic, sovereign and republic country. Okay, children. So these socialist, democratic, sovereign and republic, these and all we discussed in the previous class. So socialist means everyone is treated equally. All the citizens are equal in the eyes of the country. That means everyone is equal. There is no variation of any community or caste or something. Okay, children. Democratic means so all the people of the country will take participation in the governance. Sovereign means so whereas our country is not under the control of any country, we are free from other countries, we are ruling our country by ourselves. Republic means here the people of the country will elect the leaders will rule the country. Okay, children, that is the meaning for socialist, democratic, sovereign and republic. Here we said that our country is divided into states and union territories. So the entire country is divided into states and union territories. So why they divided into states and union territories? It is not possible to look after the entire country by a single leader or a particular government. So for that sake, we divided the country into 28 states and 9 union territories. How many states? Previously we have 29, now we have only 28. Why means this Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh are declared as union territories now. So which are declared as union territories? Jammu and Kashmir, Ladakh. So the entire Jammu and Kashmir is divided into 2 union territories. One is Ladakh and Jammu and Kashmir. Now Jammu and Kashmir, Ladakh will come under the union territories. So therefore 28 states and 9 union territories. For administration, for managing the entire country properly, to manage the entire country properly, we have to divide it. Then only it is convenient. So the states are managed by some governments and the union territories, it will be under the control of the central government. Okay, so here what are the 28 states and 9 union territories? What are the 28 states and 9 union territories? So here the 28 states are Assam, Arunachal Pradesh, Andhra Pradesh, Bihar, Chhattisgarh, Gujarat, Goa, Himachal Pradesh, Jharkhand, Kerala, Karnataka, Mizoram, Madhya Pradesh, Meghalaya, Manipur, Maharashtra, Nagaland, Odisha, Punjab, Rajasthan, Sikkim, Tripura, Tamil Nadu, Telangana, Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh and West Bengal. So these are the 28 states. Each state is having a capital. Each state is having a capital. Okay, children. So each state has capital. And what are the 9 union territories? What are the 9 union territories? So here the 9 union territories are Jammu and Kashmir, Ladakh, Andaman and Nicobar Island, Chandigarh, Daman and Diu, Dadra and Nagar Haveli, Lakshadweep, National Capital Region of Delhi and Puducherry. So these are the 9 union territories. So the entire country is divided into 20 states and 9 union territories. Okay, children. Now, whereas the government functions at 2 levels now. The government functions at 2 levels. Here, what is meant by government? Government means here the people who are elected by, the leaders who are elected by the people, and the which party got the majority of votes, that party is going to rule the entire country. So here the elected leaders will form as a government. And they will rule the country. Okay, Chali. So here the government functions at 2 levels. So at 2 levels it is going to function. One is central government, or we can call it as union government. Central government or union government. Next one is state government. Second one is state government. So what is the main function of this government? So the main function of the government is to look after the welfare of the people of the country. So what is the main function of the government? The main function of the government is to look after the welfare of the people. So what is meant by welfare, Nana? Welfare means well-being of the people. Well-being of the people. Okay, so that is the main theme of the government, to look after the welfare of the people. Okay, children. So here we said that the government is going to function at 2 levels. One is central government and state government. So first let us know about the central government. So here the central government is going to look after the entire country's welfare. That means welfare of the whole country. So the central government makes laws it makes laws for the entire country. So where is the headquarters of the central government? The headquarters of the central government is in New Delhi. So New Delhi is the capital of our country. Which is the capital of our country? New Delhi is the capital of our country. So New Delhi is the headquarters. So in this headquarters, all the government works according to the central government, whatever the work, official works are done. So run from the headquarters itself. Here all the ministers, MPs, member of parliaments and other ministers, finance minister, foreign minister and human resource minister and some other ministers all will be in at headquarters. From there onwards they will start their work and they start governing the entire country. So here we said about the union territories. The union territories are governed by the central government. Why these and all governed by the central government means, here one of the reason is the union territories, or from the union territories the government is going to get the more income. Pondicherry, Puducherry. So it's one of the big port we have in Puducherry, and Jammu and Kashmir. This is the tourism. Okay, ladder. So from these, the government will get income, and only the central government will monitor this union territories. The central government will monitor the union territories under the control of ministers. So here, the president, vice president, prime minister, other ministers, officials of the central government. So all of the president, vice president, prime minister, ministers and other officers regarding to the administration, regarding to the revenue, regarding to the some other. So everyone will work from the New Delhi. Everyone will work from the New Delhi. So here, the president lives in Rashtrapati Bhavan. Where he lives, Nana? He lives in Rashtrapati Bhavan. So this is the office of the government of India in New Delhi. This is the picture of office of government of India in New Delhi. So it's in page number 302 now. So generally, who is the head of the government means president only. But the president won't have any powers. The president won't have powers, but the prime minister is having the entire powers. The head means we have to say the president, but it is governed by the prime minister. So the prime minister and other ministers are having the power. So the prime minister allocates the powers to other ministers. So according to the ministry, they will get the power. So the mainly controlled by the prime minister. Mainly is controlled by the prime minister. So whereas the president can take important decisions in some aspects. So those and all we will discuss later. Okay. Now come to the state government. So why we divided states and union territories means here it is not possible to the central government to look after the entire all the states, all the 28 states and 9 union territories. So for that sake, whereas we need a capital, we need a government to rule the state. So local parties will be there. So these parties will be elected. So the which party won in that particular state, that party is going to rule that particular state. So in our state Andhra Pradesh, which government is ruling at present, Nana? YSRC, Jagan Mohan Reddy's party. So now which party is ruling our Andhra Pradesh? Jagan Mohan Reddy's party. So who is our chief minister? Jagan Mohan Reddy. And who is the prime minister of our country? Narendra Modi. Okay, chalo. So here each state has its own capital and its own government. It is called the state government. Here every state is having its own capital and own government. So then it is called as state government. So what is the main aim of this state government means to look after the welfare of the that particular state, that particular people of the state. So here the state government will look after the well-being of the people means here it will look after the water facilities, roads, transportation, providing buses to the remote villages and regarding to the roads. So these and all it will look after Nana. And so here the government, chief minister and other ministers and officials of the state government work from the state capital. From the state capital. Previously we have Amaravati as capital. Now 3 capitals. So that too it is not so officially declared. Okay, children. Regarding to our Andhra Pradesh, Kurnool, Guntur, Kurnool, Amaravati and Vizag. So these three they decided as capitals for our Andhra Pradesh. Still, it has to be progressed, Nana. So that is about the central government and state government. So remaining we will discuss in the next class. Okay, children. So read the textbook well.